are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Chicago Bears and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. 11 Mixon with a first down carry. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away? You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass.
11 empty.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early. because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Dolphins at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in pretty desperate here for a win.
And think about this too, partner. We have not heard the dreaded vote of confidence yet from management. So when a team's 0-5, everyone starts wondering about their jobs. Will they still have one? That's coaches on down. They've got to find a way to throw that out of their minds and band together and play better football.
He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Down at the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. Tucker's kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them, only giving up the 3 points.
Touchdown, Chicago! I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that one. 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Phillips now from the end zone. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Up the middle, it's Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On 2nd and 2, Herbert buying time to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Brandon Ayuk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to move back in front. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 11.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
11. Stop.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 12.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the gun to give to Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
On 1, right?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be...
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough third down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on second down.
Slot man moves right. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no, no, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job, buddy. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. On third down, Mixon. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens.
Here we go. Here we go.
In motion left goes Cooks. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Herbert now. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver?
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Online, ready? 11.
In motion left goes Cooks. Over the middle, it's complete.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Mixon fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Mixon again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And this time he is in.
Yes. Joe Mixon with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Levi Wallace with a pick.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Here we go. 11.
In motion left goes Cooks. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert rolling to his right. Open man here is Gentry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Cook following the penalty. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the lead is down to 1 now, 14-13. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. In motion left goes Cooks. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got down here with a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 45 on 2nd down.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. In motion left goes Cooks. Mixing up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower. That front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. In motion left goes Cooks. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. They'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to get the lead up to 4. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. First down. Here's the run with Cook. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert.
Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Left side, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Cook again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Dalvin Cook, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready. You also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Burrow. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12. 12. 12.
In motion left goes Cooks. Mixon with a first down carry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To Mixon on the check down. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
In motion left goes Cooks. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MP, hey. 11
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll give it to Mixon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Burrow.